Chalo, let's continue with the Ind AS 21 ka class. Right. So yesterday, as I told you, as per accounting standard 11, there is a option for you. If you have chosen that irrevocable option, then you are supposed to follow mandatorily. You are supposed to follow. That is there. But since you are not following AS only, correct? Now you are getting into Ind AS, correct? Then obviously we will give you a chance. What is the chance to you? If you wish to not continue, it's okay. Somehow by mistake I followed यार ये adding to asset to adding to FCMI TD concept को कुछ किया हम. Okay, now I am regretting, or let me forget about it. You have a choice. You can say bye bye to all that adding to fixed asset and everything. You can do it. Or no, I want to follow. I want to continue. If you want to continue, also I told you na. Right, only for those loans, those monetary item which existed at the beginning of the financial year. Okay, current year we are starting at the beginning of the current year. If you whatever the loans you had, only for those loans you can continue till that loan gets over. But for a fresh loan, no concept of this. You are supposed to any fluctuation gain or loss should be charged to profit and loss only, nowhere else. Let's discuss a little bit about it. Yeah. So were you following accounting standard 11 exemption? First question. Are you following accounting standard 11 exemption, that is 46A paragraph as on the date of transition? First one question will be asked. Just first listen, then you copy. Okay. Are you following? Which date? Date of transition. Listen, here 2 dates will come. 2 days, totally 3 days I can tell. Which 3 days are? Yeah, listen carefully, because generally to students and anybody will be getting confused with these dates normally. See, first adopter, correct na? See, my current year, what is your current year, sir? Current year is equal to 2022-23 financial year. That means what is your balance sheet? Balance sheet date is equal to 31st March 2023. Right. Then what is the previous year? Previous year is equal to 31st March 2022. Date of transition. What is your date of transition? Date of transition is equal to 1/4/2021. Okay. So now question. What is the question? Are you complying with 46 or 46A paragraph on date of transition, or were you already following? Question mark. Yeah, I was already following. Right. So first question is with respect to date of transition. If you are following, correct na? Those correct na? Which one? This one. E date. Whatever the monetary items, those long term LTFCMI, long term foreign currency monetary item exist not on this date, not on the date of transition, exist on the previous year ending. Current year beginning or previous year ending, both are same. Okay, right. Does it exist anything? That means you had already taken a loan for a fixed asset, or you have given that is equal to loans and advance is there. Do you have any long term foreign currency monetary item which is existing in the beginning of the current year or last year ka? Obviously what is beginning is last year ka closing. है क्या? है सर, मेरे पास 3 लोन है सर. ओके, ओ इसीलिए ये 3 लोन को you can continue what should continue sir? अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड 11 में क्या 46 पैराग्राफ में क्या बोला? वी हैव डिस्कस्ड इन द लास्ट क्लास ना. ये कंटिन्यू करो. कब तक सर? कब तक मीन्स ये लोन टेकन कंप्लीशन हो गया, लोन्स एंड एडवांस आ लोन भी, द अदर पार्टी हैज पेड मी मनी, दैट्स ऑल. टिल दोज लोन्स आर क्लियर, देन यू फॉलो द अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड 11 का नॉनसेंस कॉन्सेप्ट फॉलो करो. सर एक नया लोन आया इन द करेंट ईयर, कब से कब? इधर से ई डेट से ई डेट में we took one loan, we took one long term foreign currency monetary item लिया सर. Nothing doing my dear. This long term currency, that should be as usual, it should be charged to profit and loss statement. Is it clear? What is the first question I told you? Are you following AS 11, the exemption of 46A as on the date of transition? Okay, right. Let's go here. Yeah, are you following? Answer will be yes or no. Correct na? No sir, I was never following. You are never following na, then that's all shut properly. You can never follow here also. Ind AS में भी follow नहीं कर सकता. Got my point? Anyhow you did not follow na. Now you cannot say I want to follow now. Last day 31st March 2023 ko I want to follow now retrospectively, prospectively. These are all rubbish. No, not allowed to you. Okay, right. So no chance for no chance at the future date. All the foreign exchange gain or loss should be transferred to profit and loss only. That is the only one concept internationally. Okay, na? Done. Next. Now, sir, are you now question? Correct. Were you following? Yes. I told you na. You may be regretting now. I by mistake followed yaar. क्यों follow करना? If God gives me a chance, no. God नहीं India's दे रहा है. Correct ना? I want to discontinue with that what I follow. You can discontinue it. Now, are you interested to continue in India's also na? Question mark. Yes, answer can be what? Yes, no will be there. हाँ, correct ना? Yes, yes है तो sir, can you? Yeah, you can continue, but only those long-term foreign currency monetary item which exist in the previous year balance sheet date, not on the date of transition. Be very clear. 46 year compliance will be checked on date of transition, but this is continuation can happen only for those LTFCMI which are existing in the previous year ending, that is beginning of the current year. Okay, right. So new, suppose any new LTFCMIs are arising in the current year, that's what I told you. Any new loan is taken in the 22-23 financial year. Sorry my dear, you don't have a chance of following it. It should be charged to profit and loss account. Right, again. Sir, I want to correct. Do you want to continue? No, I don't want to continue. Acha hai. You don't want to continue means Nanda. Till date you followed no anyhow. Till date you followed means you must have added to the fixed asset account. If it is loan taken directly attributable to depreciable asset, you have added or deducted from the fixed asset. Or you must have made in a LTFCMI TD account also. It may exist in your balance sheet. Possible ना. ये दोनों को क्या करना अब? इसका बात कर रहा है. Sir, I have some LTFCMI TD sir on date of transition. एक काम करो, transfer to retained earnings on the date of transition. क्या करना? Transfer it, clear it, zero कर दो. Okay. So what is that matter here? Sir, we have FCMI TD balance on the date of transition. Transfer it to retained earnings. काम खत्म. Which date? Transition date only खत्म कर दीजिए. Nice sir. Hello, understood? Right. Sir, I have adjusted to PPE sir now. Correct. I have added or deducted the foreign exchange gain or loss to property, plant and equipment को adjustment किया sir मैं. Okay. Agreed, you have adjusted. What should I do now? Don't reverse it. Reason. This is as part of first time adoption, no? Correct na? First we should check. It is added to fixed asset. Now you should go to what is the first time adoption for the PPE. PPE ko deemed cost option is there. What is there? Deemed cost. What is the deemed cost? 2-3 options are given. Deemed cost में whatever I followed in the previous gap. Previous gap में कुछ add किया, कुछ delete किया, कुछ किया. ये full perfect है करके लेके correct. Don't change, don't make any change if you follow deemed cost of previous year carrying amount. Mean date of transition का क्या carry? Mean one day before date of transition is 1/4/2021. 31st March 2021. One day before. What was the balance? I can assume deem it. What is the deeming? Everything is perfect. करके यही number ले लो. Exactly same number you take it. Perfectly all right. Yes. So this is the matter here. It depends on the PPE transition policy. Yes. Deemed cost I have followed. Or have I followed retrospectively, sir? One thing. Deemed cost, sir. Previous gap carrying amount I have followed. Correct. Previous gap carrying amount. AS10 में क्या number था? अदे number है. Then close eyes. Whatever you have followed. Don't reverse now. Already foreign exchange gain or loss has been debited or credited to PPE. Now don't reverse it because we are assuming deemed किया. Deemed क्या किया? A number क्या था on date of transition, that is super perfect. Then don't make any change. चुपचाप बैठो. That's all. No sir, I want to go by FMV method. Fair market value on the date of transition can be taken as a deemed cost. You can measure. Anyhow, you are measuring at fair market value. No. Correct na? Then what was happened to the book value? You added or deducted. How does it matter to you? Then take the fair market value. That's all. Keep quiet. I hope you understood, my dear. This is the matter exactly. No adjustments are going to happen. But if you say I don't want to follow deemed cost. I want to follow retrospectively accounting Ind AS 16 को follow करना. Then you have to reverse the what you should reverse. So far net effect of foreign exchange gain or loss, total net effect, net effect में कितना ऐड किया पीपीई को, इसको रिवर्स करना पड़ेगा. Not only reversing, problem comes with depreciation. Correct na? Retrospective means 2 years before you added, prospectively depreciated. 1 year before you deducted, prospectively depreciated. Now you should go back and calculate as if you never added or deducted foreign exchange gain to the asset. That's going to be cumbersome job, but anyhow nobody does it. Okay, when everybody in the world has got an option of what is that, previous year gap का carrying amount ले लो करके option है. Nobody follows it. Internationally only, not nationally. Okay, just forget about it. Everything should be reversed. That time PPE account debit to retained earnings or retained earnings account debit to PPE. Obviously, this is what it will happen with respect to what? Correct. First time adoption situation. Okay, right. So can you take down these few things, my dear? Yeah. So take down this part. Yes, my dear. So now the question: if you are continue to follow, if you are continue to follow exemptions, accounting standard 11 exemptions. Example. Yeah. This is the line which is given in the standard. That is what I told you simply. For those long-term foreign currency monetary item which are existing in the beginning of the year, that is last year में क्या है, those items को you can continue to follow, but you cannot continue. That is the same. Correct ना? Just read the line. This is given under the Ind AS 101 में एक sentence डाल दिया, which is like exception. Correct na? Because other items ko we will be charging it to profit and loss. Only these items, if it is a continuation, then I will be doing a different accounting treatment. Okay. Yeah, you may continue the policy adopted for the accounting of exchange difference arising from the translation of LTFCM might be recognized in the financial statement for the period ending immediately before the beginning of the first Ind AS financial reporting period. Means my first balance sheet date last year, exactly one year before. That is the matter it means. Next, must have adopted accounting standard 11 policy as on the date of transition. This is the same thing I have made it in the chart format. That is more than sufficient. Okay, right. Which were in the previous year. Created in the current year. No continuation charge to P&L, which we spoke already. You don't need to write anything. The above is an exception to the normal rule. Correct. That is what we spoke already. This is what exception number 2 for us. Correct? Right. So this, it's already given in the form of chart. That is more than sufficient to you. Right, my dear. Try this. Current year 2021, previous year 2021, date of transition is 1/4/2020. We were following AS11 option on the date of transition. Following loans existed on 31st March 2022. Okay. Loan taken for the depreciable fixed asset. On 1/4/2017 एक लोन लिया, 1/8/2020 एक लोन लिया, 1/9/2021 एक लोन लिया. What is the accounting treatment do you prefer for each loan separately? The loan which is taken on 1/7 को क्या करना, 1/8/2020 को क्या करना, 1/9/2021 को loan taken, that one what should I do with? What is the previous year for me? 31st March 2021. Correct na? Yeah, which loan is existing in the 31st March 2021? First and second. Second also exists na. Those two loans ko, if you want to continue, you can continue. Correct? But the loan which is coming in 1/9/2021, that is in the current year. For that you don't have a choice. Any foreign exchange gain or loss, that should be charged to profit and loss statement only. Correct? Na? Yes, you can do it, adjust it with the fixed asset. Those two. But next two is charge the foreign exchange gain or loss to profit and loss statement. Agree? This is nothing but a concept capsule ka a question. I just summarized it and I kept it. But you understood now. If you understood the concept of diagram, na, then this is easy. So with this, we are done with what, my dear? Topic number 1. That is foreign currency transactions entered by the company they themselves. Okay. Now you are coming into the foreign. Next transaction is what? Translation of financial statements of foreign operation. Here in this case, we have not done the transaction directly. We have the transaction is done through our different form, our foreign operation. What is a foreign operation? Foreign operation is a foreign branch. It may be a foreign subsidiary, foreign joint venture, foreign associate, through which we are doing our activities, operations. Okay, listen. This is foreign subsidiary, foreign associate, joint venture, etc. Correct. Whose activities are based or conducted in other than reporting entities country. Correct. Reporting entities ka, what do you say? Foreign currency may it's happening, not in my currency. Here one small point is a good point. Normally, I told you in the day one, yesterday itself we discussed. What is that we discussed, Nana? Every entity has to decide what is the functional currency. Have we discussed this point? Correct. Individually, league, not for the group, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. Group का functional currency क्या है? No determination. Right. Listen carefully. I have a branch in outside India. Where? Sir, US में है sir मेरा branch. What is that branch? Do you remember in Inter you learned integral foreign branch, non-integral foreign branch? You heard na something in branch chapter mein you learned foreign branches. Suppose that is integral foreign branch. What do you mean by integral foreign branch? They don't do any they don't do any manufacture or something. I do entire manufacturing from India. I'll ship it to US. There is one branch, some sales people, some 10 people ko I kept them. Okay, what is their job? Locally they will sell it, collect the money from the customers, deposit into my account. क्या कर रहे? कुछ नहीं कर रहे. कुछ नहीं in sense, yes they are doing, but all marketing job, that's all. I will tell price from India. रे ये price को sell करो रे, ये range में sell करो. Below this don't sell. Why sir below this don't sell? Why should I sell it in US? Our price I am able to get it from India also. Then why should I sell it at cheaper rate? Getting my point? So we'll give a price range to the people who are working in my foreign branch. They will do this, they will sell it, collect it from the customer. It's just like a sales branch for me. It's like a sales office, one sales branch. That is integral foreign operation. Tell me, ma, a foreign branch also supposed to decide what is the functional currency. Are you getting my point? When they decide functional currency, Nana, what is the functional currency for them? Your functional currency, since you are integral foreign operation, what is the HO ka? HO ka kya functional currency hai? Rupee. Then that is the same functional currency for you also, even though you are in USA. समझ में आया? The minute you are a integral foreign operation, you cannot have your own functional currency. Your functional currency equal to the holding company or HO company in India. Hello, understood? Now they have to prepare the financial statements in. They have to maintain the books of accounts in rupee. So when they maintain books of accounts in rupee, I am already in rupees only. What they will send me is rupee TB. Mine also rupee TB. So there is no conversion. Adding directly 100 rupees total 200 rupees. I say add karo, that's it. So if it is an integral foreign operation, translation will not be there. No sir, that is a non-integral foreign operation. Non-integral foreign operation means it does its own job. They do manufacture. They fund themselves. They advertise. They will fix their price. Their payments are majorly in dollars. Everything. They are independent people basically. A foreign subsidiary or foreign branch or foreign JV, foreign associate is independent. They are not dependent on me. Okay, under that circumstance, then you have to decide their functional currency separately. The dollars are. I am maintaining in rupee. Then you have to convert that into, obviously rupees को convert करना. कैसा convert करना? We are going to look into. Okay, now look at whose activities are based or conducted other than reporting entities ka country, other than reporting currency, whatever it is. First question, is the foreign operation correct? Is the foreign operation, is it integral or non-integral? Okay, in accounting standard 11, what is non-integral they defined. Okay, here what is integral they defined. Okay, ulta, that's all definition, but end of the day meaning and concepts are same. What did they say very clearly? Integral means what? Integral is an extension of reporting entity. Means they don't do their own job. My activity is the same continuation. Okay. And use the same functional, under that circumstance, use the same functional currency of the parent company, which I spoke. When your integral means you are dependent. Correct na? What is for my body, that is the same thing applicable for my hand also. Hand is integral part of my body. It's not a separate thing. Correct na? But you are a separate person, separate human. You are separate, mine separate. You then, under this circumstance, I have to decide what is your functional currency, what is my functional currency. That's all, my dear. So functional currency of the right now, current FO currency is equal to parent's functional currency. Under that circumstance, no translation is going to be required. Right. Sir, if it is a non-integral hai to kya karna, sir? Non-integral hai to what is it? It is significant autonomous, means independent people they are. They are independent in the doing correct. They decide the correct. You are supposed to decide their functional currency as usual. Same primary indicator, secondary indicator. They can which currency influence the sales. I mean sales are mostly in which currency. Selling price is fixed, decided based on the which market, and expenditure including raw material, labor, overheads, all those you are spending in which currency. Correct. And how are you financing activities? How are you retention is in happening in which currency? That and all you are supposed to see accordingly. Like same rules and regulations you are going to continue. And then you are obviously you are supposed to convert the, because you may be getting a different currency. Yeah, other than Indian rupee, I mean other than parent company functional currency, your functional currency is different, then automatically translation is required. How do you do? We'll see that. Right. Can you take down this part? Yeah, shall we? Right. See, now the question, financial statements of non-integral foreign operation conversion. Correct. Now, how do you convert it, sir? Conversion is simple. All the assets and liabilities, my dear, whether it is a monetary item or non-monetary item or no classification. Is it a asset and liability na? That's all. Asset and liability na. Okay na? If it is asset and liability, then convert it using the rate on the balance sheet date. That's all. Only closing rate. Okay. Right. Irrespective of monetary or non-monetary, it doesn't matter. Sir, P&L items ko kya karna? Average rate you are supposed. Actually speaking, rate on the date of transaction you should take. Rate on date of transaction means 365 days business happened. 365 rates you want me to take and convert it, which is generally not possible. So normally we will take the average rate only. Average rate for the year we will take, not for average rate for the month or something, which is impossible, my dear. Okay, right. So now here one more point is there under that circumstance. Here I will tell you. One thing is missing here, you understand. Asset to liability, income, expenditure clearly. Yeah. But what about equity? You have not taken. Correct na? Equity ka there is no guidance given by Ind AS 21. There is no guidance is given by Ind AS 21. Then what should I take, sir? Correct. If they are not given, what should I take? Equity share capital ko you can take rate on the date of acquisition. Date of acquisition will be there. Which date you acquired the other subsidiary company ko purchase खरीद किया ना? Date of acquisition. A date rate you should take it. And those reserves which were there existing on the date of acquisition, Our reserves also rate on the date of acquisition you should take it. Subsequent reserves sir, subsequent reserves ko subsequent every year ka example 4 years before I acquired 2018 mein I acquired one company 18 or 19 or whatever 1 year on 1/4/2019 you bought it 1/4/2000 our date on 1/4/2019 what is the equity share capital and what is the reserve substance surplus exist rate on the date of acquisition you have to apply. सर 2019-20 का प्रॉफिट आ गया, रिटेन्ड अर्निंग्स को आ गया, 2021 का आया, 22-23 का आया, करेक्ट ना, 23-24 का आया, आएगा ना, या सुपर यस सर इट विल कम. रेस्पेक्टिव ईयर रेट यू शुड टेक इट, रेस्पेक्टिव ईयर एवरेज रेट 2019-20 फाइनेंशियल ईयर में यू अर्न सम 100 crores, 19-20 एवरेज रेट कितना, यू हैव टू अप्लाई इट like that, you are supposed to take it, they will provide in that. Yeah, in this case obviously profit and loss items different rate, balance sheet assets and liabilities different rate, previous reserves one different rate, obviously there will be some difference in the trial balance. Our difference should be transferred to FCTR. FCTR will be routed through OCI. We told day one only we started telling FCTR, revaluation reserve, these things will be routed through OCI. Via OCI it has to go. FCTR is nothing but a reserve in the reserves and surplus. Okay, right. So it should be transferred to FCTR. FCTR is always routed through OCI. And correct now, how long I should keep this OCI, sir? Till the branch, till the foreign operation is with you. It has to be with you. Sir, foreign subsidiaries sale kar diya, sir. Then FCTR you remove it. Or foreign branch I sold it off. Then you remove FCTR. Otherwise it has to be continued in the this one only. Balance sheet mein aisa hi hona. Correct na? Subsequently, just 1 second. Right. What about equity and reserves, which I was telling? No, there is no guidance is given by accounting standard 21. Equity share capital ko kya lena? As I told you, use the rate on the date of acquisition. Pre-acquisition profits. Pre-acquisition profits means what? The profits, reserves and surplus which are existing on the date of acquisition. इसको भी same rate on the date of acquisition. Post-acquisition profits, that is what 19-20, 20-21, 22-20, which I was telling na. Respective rate, correct na. Post-acquisition profits को average rate of the respective year. 19-20 का average rate क्या है? आ year का average rate, 20-21 का average rate, 22-23 का average rate, 23-24 का average rate. ऐसा ही लेना. Have you understood? Because there is no clarity given, that is the only the best way. Yeah, say companies in India, functional currency is USD. Convert the trial balance, correct na? Right. Go through this. Companies in India. Okay. Functional currency is USD. Okay, dollars. Physically we are in India, but our currency is what? Dollar. Correct na? Now, convert the trial balance. What are you supposed to do? Did we speak about this one sometime before? Presentation currency is something different. Correct na? Functional currency is something different. Where are you? In India, sir. But basically your market is what? US market is my market, sir. That means your functional currency is what? Dollar. So you are maintaining tally, assume. You are maintaining tally in which currency? Dollar में maintain किया तू. क्या maintain किया? Dollar में maintain किया. Now the question. Dollar में maintain किया, that is okay. But end of the day, are you being an Indian company, are you supposed to prepare financial statement and submit to MCA? Correct. So MCA के when you are preparing, what are you supposed to do? Convert करना. Your trial balance is in what? Dollars. Now you have to convert into rupee. How? Which formula I should follow? Above what I told. Last slide में क्या किया? All assets and liabilities should be at using the closing rate. Correct ना? And P&L items are supposed to be using the rate on the date of transaction or average rate. ऐसा convert करके you have to convert the dollar trial balances into rupees में convert करो. Then based on that you prepare the financial statements. After preparation of financial statement, that you submit it to MCA. अरे समझ में आ रहा है? Correct. Now also Since the P&L items one rate, balance sheet items different rate. Are you getting my point? Now what will happen? Pakka difference will come. E difference should be transferred to where? FCTR only, but not to P&L. Why none? Why FCTR? Why not to P&L? Seriously, do I have foreign currency risk? I am doing business in which currency? Dollar. Do I need to convert into rupee? No. Am I converting only for the purpose of presentation? Then why should I take the hit on the P&L? That's why. Route it through OCI. Keep it aside. That's why don't transfer it to. Really don't have a foreign currency risk. Don't have, because I do always business in the dollars. That's what my functional currency. Because you are asking your government of India is asking me to prepare the financial statements in rupee. I am preparing it. Otherwise, there is no need for me. Correct? That's why FCTR only should transfer it. Nana. That is what. Look at the difference is only for the presentation purpose. Seriously, we are not exposed to foreign exchange risk. We are not exactly getting my point, right? Can you take down these two slides? See, converting only for the presentation purpose, also like how non-integral foreign operation, how do you convert in the same angle, though no separate rules and regulations. Okay, that is what you have understood in the last few lines. Shall I go ahead? Yeah. So, right, next exception, that is exception number 3. We have a long-term monetary item. Listen very clearly, it is long term. It is not a debtor or creditor, because debtor creditor can never be long term, my dear. Even though the format of schedule 3 says long term debtors, long term creditors, ऐसा कुछ long term debtor कैसा होता? Because debtor is something which is arising within the normal operating cycle. So then how can it be a long term? It can never be. As per the original term, you have to consider none. See, I gave you a credit term of 3 months. That's all. Maybe this guy is not a good guy. He will pay after 3 years. Correct, na? But that is not the point, na? Original term is 3 months. 3 months only you are supposed to consider. Not one specific circumstance may this guy will pay me or something. Correct? That situation I can't imagine. Why they kept, I really don't know. Okay, fine. Have a long-term foreign currency monetary item, my dear. That is receivable or payable to foreign. Correct, na? Foreign operation ko pay karna. What is this? You gave some money to foreign operation, or you received from foreign operation. Loan given, loan taken. Very, very clear. Where you don't have intention to get. Suppose, generally what happens, Nana? I'm Indian parent. I give some money to my foreign operation as a loan. Where my intention is what? I will never ask them, hey, give me my money back. क्यों पूछेगा? ये मेरा फॉरेन सब्सिडरी है, मेरे पास है तो क्या, इसका पास है तो क्या? करेक्ट ना? बोथ आर वन एंड द सेम एक्चुअली एज ए ग्रुप. इतना नीड है तो विल कॉल दैट, बट वी डोंट हैव ए emergency scene or something. This is the point. If it is neither likely nor planned, correct, nor likely to be settled in the foreseeable future, we are not expecting that it will happen. Now, normally, Nana, tell me, normally what happens? If it is a long-term foreign currency receivable or payable, receivable or payable is nothing but monetary item. Monetary item has to be restated. Restatement किया तो gain or loss should go to P&L. Correct ना? Simply you are transferring it to P&L. अब पैसा नहीं आएगा, पैसा नहीं आएगा तो कहाँ पे fluctuation gain or loss? You understood ना? I gave you $100 ma. I gave you $100. If you give me $100 today, इसका value 82 है. If you give me after 1 year, it may be 85, sir. If you give me after 3 years, it may be 70. Why, sir? Means dollar value will be fluctuating. When I gave something, this fellow will not give only to me, or I only don't ask him. Then simply you are not transferring the gain or loss to profit and loss statement or not. That's why what the standard says. Standalone may, as per the standard you follow, transfer it to P&L. But at least in the what did you say? Standalone may P&L ko karo. But in the consolidated financial statement, you route it through OCI. OCI means transfer it to FCTR ko transfer karo. Don't transfer it to P&L. Don't transfer it to P&L. That is what we are trying to say. And again, I have one more point to say. Look at this. Right. Look at, observe carefully. Observe carefully. This is holding company. Yeah, this is subsidiary company. Here there is a debtor. Receivable from subsidiary name. How much, sir? $100. Right. See, this is rupee is a functional currency. For them, dollar is the functional currency. Okay? Right. We sold goods. Obviously, we sold goods. Follow me very clearly. How much worth? $100. What is correct na? Right. Which day you sold, sir? 1st January I sold, sir. 1st January kitna re? Dollar value. Dollar value is equal to 80 rupees tha, sir. Sorry. 31st March mein kitna re? 82, sir. Yeah. Initially, it must have been 8,000 rupees. Hello, correct? Now, are you supposed to restate it? Hello, agree or not? You have to restate it. Restatement kiya to what do you do? 200 rupees extra add karega idhar. So it will become 8,200, and the gain is equal to transfer to profit and loss, means retained earnings mein 200 rupees is sitting. Do you agree? So far clear? Right. What about this? For the subsidiary company ko, it will be creditor only or not? How much money? As on 31st March? 8,000 or 8,200? Think and answer. Answer is $100, not 8,000. Arey, the foreign company, their currency in dollars. Why will they convert into rupees and sit? Correct, na? What is their number, my dear? $100. It is a non-integral foreign operation. Non-integral foreign operation, FO. So far clear? Confused? No confusion. Correct, na? No question. Now consolidated financial statements I am preparing. Consolidation financial statements mein debtors will be 8,200. This number will come. Hello, correct? Retained earnings will be sitting how much? 200 sitting. Now, it is a non-integral foreign operation. Non-integral foreign operation ka all assets and liabilities, whether it is monetary, non-monetary, it should be converted using the rate and the balance sheet date. So creditor. Creditor is equal to, what is the balance sheet date? Balance sheet date is equal to 82. That will come to 8,200. Intercompany owings. Cancel it. Hello, correct? Intercompany owing only na? Cancel karo. But observe karo, ye 200 ko kya kiya? 200 is still sitting. Correct na? Asset to liability nahi hai, 200 sitting. Is it correct or not correct? Correct. Why correct? Tell me. As a group, are you exposed to foreign currency risk? If not today, creditor, debtor, na? This is not a long-term item. As a group, tomorrow or day after a year, do you give $100 to other party? That means your group is exposed to foreign currency risk or not? Since as a group also you are exposed to foreign currency risk, this should continue. This should continue in the consolidated financial statements में continue होना. अरे समझ में आया? Yeah. इधर क्या किया entry, journal entry बोलो. This is a data related thing. Correct? Suppose this is loans and advance. Example. Now long term loans and advance. H company S company. Okay, we gave loans and advance. This is long-term foreign currency monetary item. Same $100 रखेंगे इधर. $100. You brought it to 8,200 here, and you have brought the 200 rupees retained earnings को transfer किया or not? Standalone में. Correct. E side will be loan taken. Correct ना? Loan taken. It must be $100. Correct. Consolidated financial statements में इधर एक loan है, इधर एक loan है. That is equal to 8,200. This is equal to 8,200. cut करो. यहाँ पे क्या है? Retained earnings 200 is there. But now question is what? Suppose E loan holding gave it, but holding has no interest to ask you back. Under that circumstance, what the standard is saying? अरे रवि, ये आरई में दही डालना यार, ये इसको इधर से इधर एफसीटीआर को ट्रांसफर करो यार, रूटेड थ्रू ओसीआई. Routed through OCI. Past journal entry, correct na? RE account debit to FCTR. Consolidated P&L में foreign exchange gain or loss will come na. It is there below the PAT. Bring it below, correct na? Above the PAT it is there. Bring it to below the PAT. OCI में FCTR का change करके डाल दो. That is what they are trying to tell. Okay, I'll make you to write that whatever example I gave you. But first observe this information. In the standalone financial statement, that is separate financial statements, let it be charged to profit and loss, don't worry, correct na? Yeah, normal. But only in the consolidated financial statements, no, that you should transfer it to OCI, FCTR. OCI means not separate, not something new. FCTR ko transfer karo. That is what we are trying to tell you. Hello, understood? Right. Look at this situation, Amma. Yeah. So on 1st April, $1 is equal to 70. Parent gave a loan of $1,000 to a foreign subsidiary. Correct? Done. So not expected to repay the item. 31st March rate is equal to 70. So 1st April when you gave the loan, the $1,000 to number correct. In the standalone financial statement, what I am talking. Right, standalone financial statement में restatement करना, correct ना? Monetary item restatement करो, ऐसा करो, gain आ गया 2000. L&A account debit to profit and loss statement को correct ना? Foreign exchange gain or loss 2000. But in the standalone financial statements, what you should do, what you transfer to P&L, that should be gone to OCI. Correct na? So what am I supposed to do, my dear? Foreign exchange gain or loss account debit to FCTR ko transfer karo. That's all is what I am trying to tell you. Have you understood? Right. This will come to it little later. Yeah, this is what you have to write now. Correct. Please. This is exception number 3. What is happening in the consolidated financial statement is not routed through P&L, it is gone to OCI. That is what the new point. And after writing this, let's go to that where I wrote. Foreign exchange gain or loss should continue because we are exposed to, the group is exposed to foreign currency risk. That point also we will copy it. Okay, right. Go here. Yeah, this point. Yeah, what do I say? This should continue. Means we should not eliminate forex gain or loss because group exposed to forex risk. This example also just copy it because you are not writing the below example. Okay. Yeah. So that is the matter. Can functional currency be changed? We spoke already. Correct. Now, when I am discussing the functional currency, can we change? Yeah, you can change. But when the primary economic environment itself is changed, means I was dealing so far in the India market. Now we shifted. Means my business, most of the business is outside India. Now I am not dealing with Indian currency. Find a fine day and change it. Okay, correct. Because only when the primary economic environment is changed. And again, this is only prospective method, prospective approach. Okay, very simple. Generally, what people will do, will say we are changing from 1st April करके दे देंगे. 1st April change किया तो ना, problem ही नहीं है. Why problem not there? 1st April में only balance sheet items will be there. Sales कुछ नहीं होता. Correct ना? Only balance sheet items. I mean asset to liability, equity items will be carry forward. So far you prepared in what? Rupee में है. Now our functional currency is changing to dollar. Convert every rupee into dollar. Means what do you do? All items, TB is there. Correct ना? TB is there. Top to bottom. Anyhow TB में sales purchase कुछ नहीं है. Top to bottom, $1 is equal to today rate how much? 82 sir. Number ले लो by 82. Number ले लो by 82. Correct ना? One formula दे दो is equal to e number by 82 करो. That's all. That's it. That's it you are supposed to do. You should not go back and do all calculation. कुछ नहीं. Today you are changing. आज का TB ले लो. Rupees में ले लो is equal to number divided by today rate. That's all. 1/4 का rate लेना. That's all. Does this amount to change in accounting policy? Is it my choice? This is not choice. This is what the change in the business circumstance. No, it doesn't amount to change in accounting policy. Obviously, correct na? Can there be difference in the trial balance translation? Impossible na? Why? अरे TB ले लो बोला, TB लेके every number को क्या करना? Is equal to cell number by 82, cell number by 82 डाल दो. कैसा difference आता? Impossible to get a difference because all the item, entire TB balance sheet item, balance sheet you are going to convert it using 82 आज का rate. That's why impossible to get any difference. Suppose sir, old FCTR in other functional currency should continue till the foreign operation is disposed of. That we already told. Whatever the old FCTR is there, that should continue. Suppose sir, one more point. I had a branch, I had an FCTR. I had 2 branches actually, foreign में. एक branch को बेच दिया. I sold off one branch. Proportionately FCTR you transfer it to P&L statement. Okay, proportionately. Otherwise what you can do? Proportionate कितना मालूम नहीं ना. So ठीक है, no problem. But at least you have an existing branch, no? इसका आज का FCTR कितना है मालूम है ना? That you keep it, rest of the thing you remove it. There are number of ways in accountancy. Okay, nothing to, this is not something technique. We'll apply this concept capsule 1314 is something good one. Shall we have a look at it? Yes. Yeah, this concept capsule 1, 2, 3 we have had a look already. Correct, no? Right. These are all easy things, Nanna. These basic concept capsules, what I gave you examples in the screen. Correct, na? Those are only, that is all coming from the concept capsules only. Okay, right. Few examples you are writing, few examples you are not taking it. Okay, right. See, have you seen temporary lacking? Did we discuss that? Temporary lacking है तो first subsequent rate you are supposed to 3rd April you are supposed to take, not the 30th March का करके discussion किया ना. Same data. Correct. Now here as a concept capsule sitting, there I have not taken. Okay, right. So different concepts are there, my dear. These are all already discussed. Which number we told? Huh? 13, 14. Correct? Yeah. This is also discussed. See, just now. Correct. Now we gave a loan to the other party where we don't want to collect it back. Then I told you standalone financial statement may should be transferred to P&L and the other financial statements may transfer it to OCI FCTR. Ade question. Okay. Right. It's always like that. Now look at this information. Concept capsule 13. Until 31st March 2017, an entity functional currency was Indian rupee. Correct. It presented its financial statements in rupee. On 1st April, because of the change in circumstance, the functional currency of the entity changed it to USD को convert कर दिया किया. The date of change is the functional currency is 1st April. Generally, this is what people prefer. Correct. If the middle of the year में change किया तो problem हो जाएगा. Again, I mean, you have to do all nonsense. That's why 1/4 में किया तो is the best time where you don't have P&L items, only balance sheet items. एक number लेके फट कर सकता. One का correct ना. Control C, Control V. That's it. Will do job. On the 1st April 2014, long ago, you are changing it on 1/4/2017. 1/4/2014, some 3 years before. We bought an item of machinery for $10,000. That day rate was 60. Correct. That day rate reached 60. That's why that day your functional currency was also rupee. $10,000, 10,000 into 60 karke 6 lakh rupees you already recorded. The entity depreciating the machine over the 10 years of time. Hello, correct? Bolo Nanna, how much is this? You have got 6 lakh rupees. How much is the life? 10 years. Divided by 10 years. Divided by 10 years means 60,000 rupees per annum. How many years are over? 3 years. 3 years in the sense what? 1,80,000 rupees depreciation is out. 6 lakh rupees में 1,86 lakh rupees में 1,80,000 rupees done means that means there is a balance of 4,20,000 rupees. This is the balance of fixed asset today. Hello, correct? What is the today rate he is telling? 62. What I told you? TB number ले लो. TB number आज का TB number कितना? 420 divided by 62. That's all. Whatever comes, that will be as per the new TB. Hello, understood? But there is one more way, wrong way of doing. What people can do? Perfectly wrong means, anyhow ये dollar में purchase किया ना $10,000. Okay, 3 years का $3,000 काट करो, $7,000 आएगा. $7,000 I would like to keep it. It will never come to $7,000. I did not tell that day को go to retrospective. आज का क्या है TB में? ये number को divided with the today rate. That's all we told. Correct na? It's not like that way of that is super thinking. Okay, right. So your number 5,000 E number will come. I hope. Net number. Right. So now next point. This point you see none. This is final 2000. Which question we said ना 13 14 ना? हाँ 14. एक बार देखो यार इसको. 15 16 also will do it. Right. Have a look at it. This was asked in the previous exam. Very careful. Easy ne, but be careful. Have a look at it. You have to be careful with the, what is that? Currency. Infotech Global is a functional currency of USD. Okay, USD functional currency. It needs to translate its financial statements into functional and presentation currency is equal to, what is that? L dollar. We'll go with. Okay, presentation currency. You are in that country, so you have to present. Even though your functional currency dollar means you must have prepared your TB in the USD. Are you supposed to convert everything into presentation currency of rupee, assume? Correct. Now the question problem. Simple. What is the, I told you, like a non-integral foreign operation, how you translate it. Any difference comes, that should be transferred to FCTR, I told you. All assets and liability, it is a monetary, non-monetary, does not matter, use the closing rate. Correct na? P&L items ko kya karna? Date of transition. Sorry, average rate. No, transition kya hai? Average rate you are supposed to take. Sorry, rate of date of transaction or average rate. Correct. Next. If it is acquisition, my capital, it is a subsidiary, मेरा subsidiary है तो क्या करना? Equity share capital on the original date you are supposed to take. I mean date of acquisition. No, sir, it is not acquisition or something. My own company, I am just translating. Means first day when you issued the shares, no, RA trade you should take. The subsequent earned profits का current year का average rate आ जाएगा. Subsequently earned profit को subsequent respective year का rate you are supposed to take it. Anyhow, look at here. So property, plant and equipment. Correct na? These two things, what are you supposed to apply? Closing rate only you are supposed to apply. Yeah, these two things already they only gave the dollars. L dollar ka number de diya. So you don't need to apply your brain. Next, profit for the year. What are you supposed to do? Current year average rate you are supposed to take it. Next, these are other liability. Other liability ko what are you supposed to take? You are supposed to apply the closing rate. That's all. They translate the statement of financial position, balance sheet. That's it. Prepare the working for the cumulative balance of the foreign currency transfer, FCTR. A balance obviously will come to FCTR. Relevant exchange rates are rate at the beginning of the year. Correct now. This is opening rate. Yeah, you don't need actually. Okay. Next, average rate required. Rate at the end of the year very much required. But here what is that given, Anna? 1 USD is equal to how many dollars ne diya? 1 LR is equal to how many USDs he has given? Hello, correct? So kya karna? You have to, what are you supposed to do? E number 8,40,000, correct na? 8,40,000 into 1 divided by 1.13 apply karna. Calculator apply karo. 8,40,000 divided by 1.13. How much has it come? 7,43,363 will come. Generally, what student will do mistake? Multiply with 1.13, multiply karega. That's all, gone case. Correct na? For that nobody is responsible. You alone responsible. Got my point? That mistakes not supposed to happen. That's all. Using the same, correct na? See, closing rate. Yeah, यहाँ पे closing rate है. This is an average rate. Correct? That's all. So FCTR proof 24,376. That's all. Okay. Yeah, this is some explanation that you try it. It will work out to you without doubt. Instead of assets and liabilities changing, if I had changed the only equity part, if I had changed, same amount only will come. Array. Asset minus liability is equal to equity. Correct na? So that is just a small proof what we are trying to give it to him. That's it. That you try it, not at all a difficult one. Now look at this, my dear. Next one. Translation of foreign operation. Translation of foreign operation. E point we already told. Just read this. Correct na? See, we will be intra-group balances are going to be eliminated. But exchange differences arising from the intra-group balances should not be eliminated. We spoke and you wrote the T balance sheet H ka kiya na? No. Why means the entity is still exposed to foreign currency risk. That's why it should be presented without any elimination. Correct. Now rest of the things normal. Yeah. Here. This is an easy one, Amma. I don't need to explain it to you. That's why I'm not discussing. Okay. Right. ये देखो. ये concept capsule 16, 17, 18, 19. Let us finish it off. Yes. It's easy thing, but it has a link of Ind AS 110 का link है. Ind AS 110 का थोड़ा link है. If you remember Ind AS 110 little bit na, then you will find ये क्या है, chiller question. If you don't remember that Ind AS 110 ka that part, loss of control you remember? We discussed in loss of control and change in NCI. Two topics we discussed. Two topics if you remember, this is a chiller topic. Okay? Chalo, look at that carefully. An investor owns. An investor owns what is the stake we have? 40%. Means significant influence only I had. It has a significant influence over the entity and accounts for the investment in associate using equity method follow kiya. No problem. The associate is a foreign operation. The investor sells half of its stakeholding. That means it is retaining 20% of investment. Okay, no problem. it continues to have a significant influence. Correct, correct. How much, what is that, if any, what is that CTA is realized to profit and loss, currency translation reserve, I mean to say currency translation account he is telling, ade FCTR nanna. You must have taken FCTR of your stake 40 percentage. Hello, correct? See, our associate company, if they had FCTR, 100 rupees they had. What you would have done? You would have passed a journal entry saying investment in associate account debit. Correct na? To normal profit and loss, what you will pass? You will pass. To FCTR also you will pass. What was your stake? 40. So 40. So in my balance sheet, there is FCTR. There is FCTR how much, my dear? 40. And to that extent, investment in associate also I must have, that is in the consolidated financial statement, 40 I have increased. But now what is happening now? Your stake only 40 percentage is reducing to, correct, it is reducing to what? 2020 को हो रहा है. 2020 हो रहा है तो क्या करना? 20 you transfer it. Why you transfer it, sir? Transfer it to P&L. Automatically you should transfer because you sold 20 percentage. Correct ना? 20% sale कर रहा है तो क्या करना? Automatically your investment also will come down. The reserves and surplus with respect to earlier it was 40 percentage, now 20% also should come down. That's all. Look at, my dear, in the given situation, reduction of the investor ownership is a partial disposal. True. Still we have significant influence. As it continues to exercise the significant influence, half of the investment in associate has been disposed of. Therefore, 50% of FCTR should be transferred to profit and loss statement. Ko transfer karo. That's all. Right. Next question. ये भी पढ़ो यार. This is small sum but good sum. A parent owns 100% subsidiary. The subsidiary is a foreign operation, but parent sells only 30%. 30% you sell means, do you have control still? Correct na? Control is there. Does it amount to loss of control or does it amount to change in NCI? Change in NCI. Correct na? NCI it was 0%, 0 became correct. So far what you are doing? 100% in the consolidated financial statement, FCTR was sitting 100% is yours only. Now what is happening? Now NCI is coming. Correct. That's why तुम्हारा FCTR कितना था, इसमें 30% क्या करना, इधर 30 करो, इधर 30 plus करो. You just transfer it to NCI. But here it is not. Hello, understood? Are you transferring it to P&L statement? No. It is not a loss of control. Loss hai to you should have transferred it to P&L. But it is not a loss of control. It is change in the NCA. NCA is equal to 0 earlier. Now it is becoming 30. Same point it discussed under where? Ind AS 110 में discussion हो गया. देखो एक बार. It is a right. Here reduction of the parent ownership. 30% of the subsidiary has been disposed of. Correct. Therefore, 30% of FCR should be reclassified to NCI. Not transferring it to P&L. No. That's all. This transfer is accounted in the statement of changes in equity. Yes. It is not routed through profit and loss statement. Exactly. Look at next concept capsule 18. It is all linked to 21 plus 110. Last is this 4 sums. In a group restructuring, foreign operation is transferred from one intermediary holding entity to another one to another holding company transfer किया. but still the group continues to hold 100% interest in the foreign operation. No third party is involved with the group restructuring. That means NCA is not there. Earlier also not there, now also not there. Correct. Now from one hand to another hand it is going. That means, isn't it common control common control business combination or not? In case of common control business combination, and the what is that we say, the reserves, whatever it is meant for, that has to continue as it is. Correct. Now you have to shift the same reserve. Do you remember, if it is a free reserve in the earlier company, it has to be free reserve only. If it is a capital reserve earlier, capital reserve. If it was revaluation reserve, it should be revaluation. That is what we discussed very clearly. Exactly, that is only will happen. This is one sum. Concept capsule 19 is one good sum. Why can't you try? Try karo ek bar. Yeah, here have you lost the control first of all? You lost the control. Lost the control means, do you remember in Ind AS 110? You lost control means you are consolidating earlier all assets and liabilities. Remove the all assets and liabilities. You must have, and goodwill also, if there whatever was there. NCA ko remove karna. Whatever consideration you got, that you take it. Rest should be transferred to profit and loss statement. That is what the basic thing you have done. Same thing. You can record a journal entry here. Correct na? What is a journal entry? Record somewhere nearby. You acquire 90% of the subsidiary. Now P sells the entire investment. 90% is gaya. Okay. So now tell me, my dear, and entire investment in for, right? So entry. So cash account debit. Record karo. Cash account debit 1500. The net assets of the S are 1000 and the non-controlling interest in S is equal to 100. Okay, net assets also gone na. So what do you say? Two net assets. Two net assets 1000 rupees. Yeah, non-controlling interest not to NCI account debit. NCI account debit, how much, my dear? 100. But hold on. The cumulative exchange difference FCTR that has arisen from the piece ownership over the gains of 200 lakh, resulting in piece foreign currency translation reserve will be 180. NCA part is equal to 20. Nothing to worry ma. Yes, 100 lakh mein 20 is already there. NCA mein will never tell this amount is reserve, this amount is your capital. Aisa nahi hai. NCA number is only club, yella club karke correct. Everything you just club it and you will put it as a one number. Correct? So are you supposed to remove FCTR also or not? So FCTR account also debit. How much debit FCTR? 200 into 90%, that is equal to 180, because 180 only will be separate. 20 must be part and parcel of NCI. That's all. This is going to be my profit and loss statement. How much done? 1500, 1600, 1708. Correct na? 1000 each side means obviously 780 rupees is the profit. That's all. That should be gain on disposal, which should go to profit and loss statement. We did like this sums many in the Ind AS 110 mein hum kiya, but because FCTR name is coming once again, it is coming. That's all. Yeah, Indian accounting, correct? Indian GAAP accounting treatment. That is what accounting standard 11 ka. Have we discussed already part? Yeah. First adoption ka. Listen, this is there one point. This also listen. Suppose Nana, listen. On the date of transition, on the DOT, very clear. You have got some FCTR. You have gotten a choice. Chance is there. Chance, a full good chance. What you can do, FCTR, a positive or negative, it doesn't matter. Everything you transfer it to retained earning, clear it. Just clean your hands. Entire FCTR account, make it 0. From on the date of transition, from today onwards, whatever comes in, that you keep it. Generally, what will happen? It will be sitting in the FCTR account only till the time that disposal of the subsidiary is there. It will continue in the balance sheet. Now at least not required. Have you understood my point? Right. LTFCMI ka, which we have spoken already. This question, this is the same question what I have asked you. Do you remember? Loans are there from 3 different dates and etc. Can we do all this? These are all like 1, 2, 3. All the questions are coming from that area only. Okay, yeah, these are all, I mean, a normal question and answers. Nothing is beyond, but yes, this question is good question, very good question. Okay, question number 2. Let us solve that question number 2. Yeah, read it first, question number 2. Yeah, read question number 2. I will solve separately in the separate sheet. Listen carefully. Very simple. That, but you, if you don't control correctly, na, then it will become like oh bounce करके हो जाएगा. Very easy question, but it may scare you. Right? I'll solve it like so simply. I'll solve it. Observe. You copied the answer also when I'm solving later. Then 1st April 2021, Maker Limited raised a long-term foreign investor. Okay, long-term loan आ गया पैसा. The investor subscribed to 6 million foreign currency FCY, whatever. Loan note at par. Correct. We took a loan, amma. We took a loan. Loan liya. There is a financial liability. Agree? Financial liability is supposed to be only amortized cost method. Yes or no? Amortized cost method. Perfect. That is, see, this is Ind AS 21 and Ind AS 109. Both obviously linked. Now, it incurred incremental issue cost of 2 lakh rupees, 2 lakh rupees of foreign currency, 2 lakh rupees. 60 million means 60 lakhs. Correct na? 60 million means 60 lakh. 60 lakh means 2 lakh rupees. That means 58 lakh rupees you must have noted as a loan. Now IRR will change. Amortized cost means IRR you are supposed to do, na? They will only give, don't worry. Interest rate, interest for the year is equal to 6 lakh. That means 10% is the coupon rate. 10 is the coupon. Correct na? 6 million on the 6 million, 6 lakh means 10%. 60 lakh into 10% is 6 lakh. Is payable annually 31st March. Starting from 31st March 2022 means from here to here 1 year. The loan is repayable after 7 means 6 years gap is there. Not a problem. At a premium, oh, a premium, extra amount also you are going to pay. How much, that I don't know. Effective rate of interest, that is IRR. This is nothing but IRR. The appropriate measurement basis for this loan is equal to amortized cost, as I already spoken. Relevant exchange rates are as follows. Day 1 E rate. Okay, day end, first year ending is 2.75. Average rate for the year is equal to E rate. No problem. The functional currency of the group is equal to Indian rupee. No problem. What would be the appropriate accounting treatment for the foreign currency loan in the books of the Makers Limited for the financial year? Calculate the initial measurement amount of the loan, which is easy. Finance cost for the year, closing balance, exchange gain or loss, everything you calculate. Iska key. Kya key, sir? Key is only one thing. First you do account in the foreign currency में amortization table prepare करो first. The later you convert it, then your job is done. So simple. Correct. If you read the answer also, that is given by ICIH, so whatever it is, I didn't modify much, right? I don't know whether I modified also later. Okay, it is easy. You help me out with the numbers. Right. What is the? This is question number 2. Page number रे कितना? 10.25. Page number 10.25. क्या करना रे first? Step number 1. Step number 1. What do I say? Account. Account for in dollars. Assume dollar is the foreign currency. And prepare. You write along with me. Prepare amortization table. Prepare amortization table. Yeah, amortization table in dollars. Right. Step number 2. Step number 2. Now convert. Later convert into rupees. That's all, my dear. Now I'll do one by one. Right. 1/4. 1/4. What is the loan balance? Loan balance is equal to $60 lakh minus $2 lakh. That is equal to, correct na, $58 lakh. This is the loan amount. Dollars only. Hello, correct? Yes. So first, what do you say? Amortization table. Amortization table in dollars. Okay, done. So tell me, my dear, year, opening balance, interest at IRR. IRR is equal to 12%. They only told, not me. Correct na? And what is our payment? And closing balance. All are in dollars, huh? Right. Year 1. First year only they are asking. They are not asking for all the years. 7 years, 6 years are not required. Your loan is equal to $58 lakh. I am not converting till time. I have not converted one number also into rupee. Correct? Yeah, that is the only key. Otherwise, confusion will come. Nothing else will come to you. Interest 12%. Calculate karo 58 into 12%. 6.96 lakhs. Correct. But what you pay? 6 lakh I will pay. Correct na? Yeah. Calculator. 58.96 lakh is the closing balance. All the numbers are in dollars. Correct? Right. Now question. Hold on. This is opening balance when you have taken the loan. What is the rate that date? What is the rate? 2.5. Okay, convert into 2.5. So what do you say? Cash account debit. 2 loan. Calculate, multiply. 145. 145 over interest. Do you remember one of the concept capsule mein? Interest is accrued over the period or a year end? Over the period. So you are supposed to apply which rate? Average. Entry. Entry what? Interest expense account debit. Correct? Interest expense account debit to loan amount. How much, Nana? 6.96 into what is the average rate? 2.42. Multiply karo. 16.84. That's it. 16.84. Ho gaya. Next. But payment is happening when? Year end. Payment is happening at every year end करके बोला 31st March में पे. Correct ना? 31st March rate कितना? 2.75. Year end means what is the entry? Loan account debit to cash. 16.5. How did you get 16.5? 6 into 2.75. Correct? 16.5. Hello, correct? Now listen. Hold on. Now what is the loan account as per you? Loan balance in rupees now. Calculator use karo. 145. Correct na? Plus 16.84 minus 16.5. 145.34 number is this is in rupees loan balance. But actually loan is a monetary item which is in foreign currency. Are you supposed to use the closing rate or not? Correct. What is your closing balance of loan in dollars? 58.96 into 2.75. Are you supposed to apply? This is the balance supposed to be. How much should be balance? है ना 162.14. But what is existing balance in the books? 145. That is, isn't it a forex loss? Yes. How much is the forex loss? 16.8 is the forex loss. That's all. Over sum. Whatever you wanted. We brought everything. Correct na? Easy or difficult? Easy. But if you come in the correct route. Otherwise, it will become, I mean, Gaya. That's all. You will become mad. Right. Can you take down? This is a simple way of doing the sum. It was asked in the exam, I think. But easy. But yes, possibility to confuse ourselves. So that is the simple one. Correct na? Right. Where were we? Not this. I think this one. Yeah. Have you got 16 lakh 8? 16.8 or the 16.8? Yeah. Next two questions. You see, this is not a difficult sum actually. Okay. Try reading what is there. On 30th January 2021, A Limited purchased a machine for $5,000 from US supplier on a credit basis. Fine. A Limited functional currency is equal to rupee. The exchange rate on that date is equal to $1.60. Okay, into 60. The entity measures the PP using revaluation model. हाँ measure करो कुछ problem नहीं है correct ना and the date of initial recognition इतना इसका number कितना रे 3 lakh agree right revaluation model करे the fair value of the machinery determined on 31st March 2021 within 2 months time. Yeah, they have decided as what is the number, my dear? What is the number? 5,500 rupees, $500. Correct? Right. Exchange rate today is equal to 65. The payment to the overseas supplier done on 31st March 2022 and the exchange rate, okay, on that date, that is after one more year, that is equal to 67. The fair value of the machine remain unchanged for the next second year. Pass the journal entries for the year ended. Accordingly, correct na? Tax rate is equal to 30% भी दे दिया. Why 30% tax rate is given? Because revaluation reserve is coming. Revaluation reserve will lead to DTL. Next, since there is a revaluation is up no? Yes or no? Yeah, correctly accounting should be done what? 3 lakh rupees is the number. 3 lakh rupees, what is the life he gave? Given or not given? नहीं दिया ना मिशनरी बोला लाइफ कितना नहीं दिया एक्चुअली यू शुड डू व्हाट इज द एक्चुअली इंडिया 16 में क्या करना depreciation first to revaluation next impairment this is what sequence we learnt number of times depreciation कितना करना मालूम नहीं मुझे करेक्ट ना सो छोड़ दीजिए क्या कर सकता बोल you should give no some clue तो देना पड़ेगा हाँ नहीं दिया okay right so as far as I know he has not given is there any way he has given आंसर में भी नहीं दिया ना आंसर में नहीं दिया तो अच्छा है नो प्रॉब्लम but normally what you should do depreciation for 2 months karna then what number will come hold it that should be compared with the fair market value hello correct sorry not a problem this is 3 lakh rupees is the 1st January 30th January ka number 30th January ka number correct super sir first year ending में क्या number है 5,500 into 65 hello correct 3 3,75,500. That means there is 57 70. Oh, I wrote wrong. Yeah, 57,500 is the number. That means there is a capital gain of, revaluation reserve of 57,500 or not? Yes or no? Correct. So what is the entry for this? Normally entry क्या करना? PPE account debit. Debit what? 57,500 को add करना to RR revaluation reserve, that is OCI, to DTL भी करो. Yeah, this is equal to 70%. This is equal to 30%. One shot में होना. That's all. Hello, understood? Yeah. How much is this RR? Which number? You are telling tax, tell tax how much? 17,250. Okay. And the 40, 250 is this number. That's all you must have done. Correct? Right. Next. One more thing is what? They have not repaid the trade payable also, na? Liability hai na? PP account debit to payable they wrote. Hello, correct? Payable $5,000 you have not paid. You have not paid means E 60 number has become 65 now. That is a loss to me. Hello, correct? So 5,000 into 5 rupees. That is equal to 5 rupees increase. 60 became 65. So that's why what are you supposed to do? P&L account to debit to payable. Payable. How much, sir? That is equal to 25k, 25k. That's all. This is that number. First they have done the revaluation, then they have revaluation, correct now. I have recorded one journal entry. PP account debit to revaluation reserve 70%, DTL is equal to 30%, like that I closed it. Next year also adhe tarani exactly. What else will happen? Correct na? Exactly. Chalo. Next sum. CA final July 2021 puja. Right. This is also same kind of thing only. Just have a look at it. M Limited is engaged in the business of manufacturing bottles for the pharmaceutical companies. Okay, nice. And non-pharmaceutical companies को bottle को भेजेंगे. Okay. It has a wholly owned subsidiary, G Limited, which is engaged in the business of pharmaceutical. G Limited purchases the bottles from its parent company. The demand of the G Limited is very high and operations of M Limited are very large, and hence to cater it to its shortfall, G Limited also purchased the bottles from other company. Yeah, few bottles from parent, few bottles from outside, because everything cannot be served from the parent. Not a problem. Purchases are made at the competitive prices. Not a problem. M Limited sold pharmaceutical bottles to G Limited for euro 12 lakh. 12 lakh euros on 1st February 2011. Correct? The cost of these bottles is equal to 830 lakh rupees. Hello, 12 lakh into rate you have applied. Hello, which rate that is? That date rate. That means 830 divided by 12 kiya to kuch number aayega, a number. Okay. Right. And that is at the time of sale. Use kar diya. Correct. Rate and the date of transaction use karna na. Sorry. At the year end kya hai sir? 31st March sir. 31st March means just 2 months. All these bottles were lying as a closing stock with the G Limited. Closing stock mein hai. Okay. Euro is the functional currency of the G Limited. Chodo. Indian rupee is the functional currency for me parent company. Following additional information. Who sold to whom goods? Who sold goods to whom? G sold to M. Sorry, M sold to G. Correct. Parent sold to subsidiary company. Right. Exchange rate on 1st February is equal to 83. Not a problem. 12 lakh into 83, how much? Then how come it is 830 lakh aaya? It must be 10 lakh then. God knows. Correct, na? 10 lakh euros into 83 only, then 830 will come. Chod, that's not a problem for me. Now, exchange rate on 31st March is equal to 85. Yeah, rate is increased. Provide the accounting treatment for the books of the M Limited, G Limited, and also show its impact in the consolidated financial statement. Support your answer by the journal entries, whichever necessary, in the books of M. हाँ, तो बोलो यार क्या करना पड़ेगा? Yeah, see here. What is the cost to them? Have they given at least number? The cost of these bottles in the books of M Limited. Yeah, correct, Ray. 1 second. Cost is equal to 830. Yeah. No, my calculation is wrong. Cost is equal to 830. Sold it at 12 lakh euros. 12 lakh euros into 83 multiply karo. 990. 996 is coming. That means they made a profit of 996 minus 830. 166 is the unrealized profit which is sitting in the balance sheet. Hello, correct? But one point you need to understand. 12 lakh dollars, first of all, it is sitting in whose books? Subsidiary, G Limited. G Limited balance sheet mein inventory it is sitting. Correct na? No, not cost or something, at cost. Correct. But when you are consolidating, you will translate all the assets and liabilities into using the rate on the closing rate. Hello, correct? So 12 lakh dollars into, when you bring it to your balance sheet, you must have taken 85, not 83. Are you getting my point? Right. So that amount is what unrealized profit which is sitting in the. Are you getting my point? Not the 83 into E number. Right. Observe the answer. Yeah, this is a small thing only, but just observe. Yeah, I don't know how I have explained here, but not a point. M Limited will recognize the sales at 996. You people told. And there is a profit on the sale is equal to 166. But don't say that is 166 is unrealized profit, a different number. Because what comes in the correct now, what inventory we are not taking at the same number. No, inventory is a whether monetary, non-monetary, if it is a non-integral foreign operation. Because they told how you know non-integral integral not separate operation. When you yourself gave functional currency different karke bola. Functional currency separately, when do you measure it? Only when it is a non-integral foreign operation, you will measure it. Otherwise, why will I measure? Correct. Now, if it is integral foreign operation, you also should have maintained it in rupees. But you are maintaining in euros. Means it is different. Correct? So now, dekho. Kya hai isme? On the balance sheet date. Right. G Limited will be translated to closing rate 85. Without doubt. Correct? Therefore, unrealized foreign exchange gain. Unrealized foreign exchange gain is equal to what, my dear? 85 minus 80 into 12 lakh, that is equal to 24 lakh rupees. 2 lakh rupees is difference, no? Extra. In addition to the profit. Okay. Yeah. Now, G Limited account debit to journal interest baat karo. G Limited is supposed to pay me. G Limited account debit to sales. Likha. G Limited account debit to foreign exchange difference. Yes, this is 24. Why G Limited is, though G Limited is a monetary item. This is a receivable. Hello. Debtor amount namma. Debtor amount. Are you supposed to transfer it to profit and loss? Yeah, you're supposed to transfer. Now, come to the consolidated financial statements, my dear. Consolidated financial statements, what is my cost exactly? 12 lakh euros. Correct, na? No, 1 second. Go through it for once again. Accounting treatment in the books of G. They must have recorded 12 lakh rupees only as a closing stock. Correct. That is normal. This is we know. Are so far clear or confused? So far no problem, na? Right. Hold on. Now come to consolidated financial statements. Closing stock of G Limited. What is the cost to the G Limited? Cost will be what? 12 lakh into 83, 996. Hello, correct? But what are you supposed to do? 85 to correct na? NRV assumed same. That is the market rate is equal to 1020. But cost of inventory will be how much, my dear? Cost of inventory for the amount of closing stock includes two components. Yes. What is the cost? Cost is equal to 830. Profit element is equal to 166. Yeah, that is nothing but 830 to 96. Correct, na? 1 second. No, but still there is a one more element should be there. No, not 100% accepted. Unrealized profit, he is trying to say 166 only eliminate karo. Consolidated profit and loss account debit to inventory 166. This is what he is trying to tell. Correct? But actually, point is in the consolidated, he's 100%. I don't agree with him. The reason I'm trying to explain it to you, in the consolidated balance sheet, e concept doesn't exist. Why means, tell me, why means, I'll tell you, I'll draw here, observe carefully. This is subsidiary, G Limited. G Limited must have recorded inventory 12 lakh euros karke, 12 lakh euros karke, you only told just now. Agree or not? Correct. So now in the consolidated financial statements, what do you do? E 12 lakh, it is a non-integral foreign operation hai to, you will be multiplying with 85 and you will be bringing that number as inventory here. Yes or no? Agree with me? So 12 lakh into 85 is what the number sitting. How much number calculator use karo? Nana? 1020. But actually, Nana, actually 830 is my cost to the group. Just because it is sitting in foreign country, correct na? 830 is my actual real cost to the group. But when you are preparing the consolidated financial statement, cost to the group should be there in the group. Agree? E difference of what? E difference of 190 rupees. 190 rupees is what supposed to be reduced. 1020 से 190 rupees काट करो, इधर भी 190 rupees काट करना पड़ेगा. That is what reality correct. Not the other way around. Hope you understood. What he is doing? Only the profit element of 166 only he is taking it into account. Yeah, you can write one line there in simple words. Alternatively करके लिखो, the safe side, ICA answer. Don't take risk of all nonsense. Okay, right. Alternatively, cost to the group should be measured in the balance sheet, which is equal to 830. Correct na? See here, concept why it is wrong karke I am telling you without confidently I am telling. Why confidently? Why do you measure? Yeah, at cost, correct na? Why do you measure it at correct na? Cost NRV na, whichever is lower. Why do you measure it in the consolidated financial statement? इसका inventory क्या है ये लेना पड़ेगा आप. ये 12 lakh लिखा because you sold it for 12 lakh euros. Correct na? 12 lakh when it comes to my consolidated number 12 lakh into 85 आएगा. So your books में 1020 है, not 996. You are looking at 830 to 996. अरे बस 996 कहाँ पे? 996 number है not there. Directly 1020 है. So what I told is perfectly all right, but this is ICA suggested answer. That's why we have few places. No, it will be like this only. Correct. No, alternatively, correct. No, alternatively, you should say unrealized profit is equal to 1020 minus 830. 830. Correct. 190 rupees should be eliminated, not 166. Hope you understood what I told. Okay, right. Yes, look at this question also. Question number 5, last question. Clear it off. Question number 5. Global Limited is an Indian company acquired on 30th September 2021, 70% of the share capital of the Mark Limited. The entity registered as a company in Germany. Yeah, Mark. Okay, we global Indian company purchased the Germany company. The functional currency of the global means me, rupee. The fair value of the net assets of Mark Limited is equal to 23 million. Which day this is? That day. Correct now. Are you supposed to calculate your goodwill on the date of acquisition? Correct now. How do you calculate on goodwill or capitalism? Fair market value of the consideration given. Correct now. Plus fair market value of existing shares if you have any. Here nothing. Plus NCI. NCI may be measured at fair market value or proportionate to net assets fair market value minus fair market value of the identifiable net assets on the date of acquisition. That is what we have learnt. Sorry, but these are all in euros. Calculate it in euros only. Correct? All that will convert in one day. Other date will convert it into correct ना. Consolidated financial statements के लिए चाहिए ना. Convert करेंगे. The fair value of net assets is equal to 23 million euros. Okay, 23 million euros. And the purchase consideration is equal to also 1.75 million euros. PC is equal to 17.5 million minus net assets. Net assets is equal to how much? 23. The exchange rates will speak. Okay, is the NCI number de diya hunu? 30% is NCI. That's also I will take 23 into E number into correct na. So plus NCI. NCI is equal to 23 into 30%. No information is given about the fair value proportionate to net assets. How much? 6.9. Okay, cut karo. 1.4. 1.4 million. Goodwill is the amount you got it. How much? 1.4. Correct. Today what is the rate? On 30th September you acquired na? Correct. So 30th September ka rate is equal to 82. So 82. 31st March ka rate is equal to 84. What will see that? What is the value at which goodwill was recognized in the financial statements on the 31st March? 31st March 2022 ya rate? 82 na 84 84. Why? It is also related to, it is in first of all, what is it? Related to non-integral foreign operation. All assets and liabilities are supposed to be using the closing rate, irrespective of monetary and non-monetary. That's why 1.4 into 84 multiply karo. How much does it come? That's all. That is the goodwill. Correct na? Related to non-integral foreign operation, तो ऐसा ही करना पड़ेगा. Every year restatement will happen. Done. Next, come to the second question. Mark Limited sold goods costing 2.4 million euros to Global for 4.2 million euros during the year. हमारा cost है Mark Limited. Mark is who down. G is the parent. Mark is the subsidiary. Mark sold to them 2.4 million euro item. They sold it for 4.2 million को sell कर दिया. Okay. The exchange rate on the date of purchase of by the Global Limited is equal to 83. Our people have booked. Hello, correct? What is that you booked? 4.2 into 83 is what you booked. Correct. And on 31st March it is 84. Okay, we already know here data. Correct. The entire goods purchased from the Mark Limited is unsold. Determine the unrealized profit eliminated in the preparation of this one. Bolo yaar. What is unrealized profit? First of all, Nanna, these goods are sitting with whom? Parent. Parent means already in rupees mein hai na? Hello, correct? That is equal to 4.2 into 83 only na? Which date rate you purchase, that is the cost. अरे समझ में आ रहा है? It is not with the foreign company where it is inventory. It will come to my balance sheet. I have to convert it into using the closing rate. कुछ नहीं है इधर. But what is the profit made by them? 2.4 million minus 4.2. How much? 1.8. 1.8 into 83. 149.4 will become your, should be your answer. That is the unrealized profit to be eliminated is equal to 1.4.9. Hello, understood? That's what you have to be careful. Who sold goods to whom? It is with the parent. Parent ka already goods are in rupees. So now no translation is required. But ऊपर वाला different है. Parent sold the goods to the subsidiary company. Goods are sitting with them 12 lakh million something we wrote. Correct na? That is different. This is different. Exactly opposite. That's why you should be very, very careful. Is that clear, my dear? That's all. We are done with the standard Ind AS 21 in this regard.